So I'm out in the woods looking for signs of morel mushrooms. I've actually this season found two, which is pretty amazing. It's a little bit early. It's late March. They tend to show up usually in April, but I'm standing right next to an ash tree. Now, there are a few different types of trees that morels are associated with. The first one is the ash tree. The second one is the elm tree. And the third one is the tulip poplar. The fourth one is the apple tree. Now, we don't have any apples growing on our property, so I'm not really too interested in that. But the ones that I am trying to identify is the ash tree, the elm tree, and the tulip poplar. Now, I read something that's pretty cool. The ash tree, which is this one right here, has these little rivets, kind of this diamond-shaped pattern along the bark that looks like the rivets in the morel mushroom. I would love to have a morel here to show you, but I do not. We're actually letting the one that we found grow a little bit more. But I'm gonna go and walk around and see if I can find any elm trees or any tulip trees. So let's go looking. Since my house isn't the best place for morels to grow, I'm going down to the creek and gonna try to find some elm trees. Typically, morels will grow near dead elm trees. We have a lot of living ones, for example, this one that we're coming up to. If my bubs would walk a little bit faster. And the piggy. Hi, Bootsy. But this is an elm tree. Honestly, these are probably one of the easiest to identify based on their cork-like texture. If you feel it, it feels like a cork. And it's easy to peel apart. Kind of flaky, like dead wood. But this is an elm tree. Not as tall as an ash tree. Still beautiful though. So it really didn't take me very long to find this tulip tree because it's one of the most abundant trees that we have on our property, other than the beech tree. This is pretty easy to tell that this is a tulip based on its smooth bark with not very deep rivets, not like the ash tree. And it has a very, very interesting feature. It has this part in its wood that kind of looks like an eye. I'll show it to you. All up and down this tree has different sections where it's almost like an eye. So this tulip poplar, you can see, is really, really straight, all the way up to the very tippy top, which is about 50 to 60 foot tall. This is an ash tree. Kind of looks like a morel. You see this diamond-shaped pattern that follows all the way up. It's pretty tall, probably about 50 or 60 feet. So this trail has tons of ideal locations and indicators that there might be a morel growing nearby. For example, we have lots of ash, elm, and poplar trees. We have lots of little violets, which is also an indicator that it's morel season. We have a trail that runs parallel to the creek bed and faces the eastern sun, which during this time is the place that gets the most sun during the spring. I'm about to show you my first morel of the season. It's pretty exciting, and let's go look at it. Woo-wee! Look at this beauty. There she is, growing. Beautiful. I think we should take a look around and see what exactly is growing nearby. So here's our first thing. Right next to the morel, you can see a dead tree. Now, this branch from this dead tree is losing its bark, which is the first good indicator that there may be a morel nearby. Next, we're near this tree. I believe it's an ash tree, and we're within the 6-meter range. Next, to our right, we have this dying tree. Now, I'm not exactly sure what type of tree this is, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this morel growth. Let's take a closer look. And now some clips about my chickens and ducks. Hope you enjoy. Chicken noodle!
Man,
Waddling on down the trail. Taking a sweet time. Hey! No! Stop! I hope you enjoyed my morel hunting video, and if you want more content like this, please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time!